I believe everyone can teach us lessons, and one group that can teach lessons about networking, interestingly enough, is job seekers. And sometimes it's by the mistakes that they make, and we can learn from them. And sometimes it's by the unorthodox approach that they have to take to networking. So it's Krista Giannak here, Wise Words That Matter. Let me know if you need me to adjust the camera at all, since I am blind. And I recently did a workshop. Helen Keller Services for the Blind hired me to work with some blind job seekers. And so I wanted to share a little bit of that experience in terms of what we can learn from what they were going through. So one thing that happened while we were doing the networking exercises was that they all had stories. Now, stories are great. The thing is, if you're meeting someone for the first time, if you're not quite sure what you want to do, this is especially good for people who are changing their business in some way, people who are in transition in some way, shape, or form. Even if you're not looking for a job, sometimes it can be really difficult to wrap everything up in a sentence or two. And yet it's so important. And the number one thing that I heard that I thought was a challenge was when people just said, I'm not working. Because even when you're not working currently, or when you don't have the perfect clients that you want, or whatever it is, you still have things that you can offer. You still have training that you're doing, you're learning something, you're growing, you're developing. So it's a question of approaching anything new, whether it's in your business or in your life, when you're talking about it to people, especially those that you don't know. For me anyway, it's about approaching it with as positive a mindset as possible at first, so that I'm approaching it by saying, this is what I'm learning, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm growing, rather than I'm not working, I'm not this, I'm not that. So for me, I like to help people uncover those hidden stories. And for these job seekers, some of those hidden stories were about their, at the moment, hidden confidences, their hidden strengths. What they wanted to do with their lives wasn't so clear, but yet they had some idea of some of the things that they were good at. Or perhaps if they weren't sure what they were good at, then they knew some sense of, oh, this is the step I'm going to take to explore. So what step are you going to take to do, either to do something new or to talk about something new that you're doing? Can you put something new that you're doing in your business into a sentence? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to see what you have to say. And if you'd like to find out more about transforming your messaging, getting noticed by your ideal clients or customers, I have a webinar to offer you. It's at wisewords.matter.com/webinar. And that's going to be from my perspective as a copywriter, a PR professional, and a journalist. So I can look at it from the side of all those reporters you're trying to appeal to. We're looking at it from the side of your customers, and we're looking at it from what you have to tell, what you have to share, that you can share in a new way or that you haven't shared before. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll be back next week with Wise Words Weekly, same time, same station, every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern.